kicking rocks around. Let the buildings rest into the ground. What if love is not enough to become unbreakable? What if you and what if I crystallize and shatter? Don't you leave without me. God is running away. My dog's toothaches, it hurts a little more each day. And he tried to let us know about the pain building up. Both stuck, both pay. God is dying in my tummy. Don't you leave without me. God is running away. I see my family turning to glass, twist into towers, rocks in my hand. Cooking up something dumb, blessing my microwave, cold inside, so I salt the roads and wandered through the burning aisles. Shuffle on, a man with a manner of speaking. Sometimes his mouth hardly opens. Says, have a good one. Fly higher, higher, higher. Fluorescent light fixtures. I've got nothing but time. Lottery tickets. Give a little more life. No one's kingdom came to life. Sneak in the soda machine. He fishes it out. I borrowed the bathroom key. We're all locked out. Fluorescent light fixtures. I've got nothing but time. Lottery tickets. Give a little more life. No one's kingdom came to life. An apple wrapped up in plastic, frozen in thawed like a mammoth. Now we got nothing better to do trash in the rib in the field, dying all alone till the flies come home, spreading their bellies like stars in the summer. He made us many, he made us like him, wrapped in plastic and rotten within. He made us many, he made us like him, wrapped in plastic and rotten within. Fluorescent light fixtures, I've got nothing but time. In the headset, I watched my grandma die. The little ones who made her smile were far away, building lives. She said, I cannot believe you grew up so fast, dancing at my bar mitzvah, wheeled to my graduation. She said, I cannot believe you grew up so fast. On the sales floor of the phone store, out of sight and out of service, all the pains and touch reminders, all the pokes and frosted fingers, all the desert has to offer. No more room to save my pictures. What's a moment not recorded? What's a record not shared? And Hello!
Oh, yeah.
Jessica, you're small.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're
Yay.
huge. Wow. Welcome, everybody, to another practice. It's time to practice. Yeah. Today, we are sponsored by Jessica. She dropped a fat envelope full of $1 bills on the bed today. And that's a cool place to hide your money. And I just want to thank the limitations of humans' sentience and consciousness that makes it hard for people to find the money that we hide. So thank you so much, and we're going to just jump right in. Welcome to the second episode of Practice Time, where we are practicing and talking about practice live on the stream here on YouTube. I'm joined today by our sponsor, Justice Cow. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me.
Oh, yeah.
What's on your mind right now?
I am still cold from a before dawn bike ride today for my friend's birthday. It was really fun, though. We went to the beach.
Yeah, but you're cold now.
Yeah, I'm cold. I'm cold to the bone.
I guess what everyone's wondering is it worth it?
I'd say so.
And why is that?
It was a fun time.
Oh.
I had fun, and it's just once, you know? It's not like I have to do this every day, like wake up so before the sun is out.
If you had to bike ride at dawn every day, you would hate that?
I would say it'd be hard. It'd be hard a lot of the time.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool news from you. I'm really interested in what you said. Cool. Well, we're here to practice, of course, and we're glad you're all here. I want to welcome you. I want to welcome Ruan and Ashley and Charles Petra and Fishy Fish and Faye Fadum, our bud trust fundos who there. And who else we got? We got Pablo Crespo. We got Cream. CK Ream. Cream. And I mean, there's other people too who I don't know who they are, but they're here and we're glad.
Yeah.
Essentially, what we're going to do is go through this list of to-do lists for the practice. We're going to be working on our tone and time, tone and intonation with singing, and timing even with singing, and tone and intonation and timing with guitar as well. It's the same goals we had last week, which was tone and time, and this week we're going to do a variation on what we did last week, because that's how practice works. You don't just practice a whole new thing each week. You have to keep following up. So this week, what would you say in all the music that you worked on, all the things you did this week, what would you say you worked on the most this week, just in your own life, independent of this stream?
I had a double show on Friday, so I had 2 shows, and one show was playing 3 songs of my own, of Justice Cow with Ben.
Yeah. Justice Cow.
And then the other show was it was a Bach marathon. 12 hours, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And so basically I played one show and then I went to the next show, and then I played around like 12, like a little after midnight. And I learned a new piece for that, a little Bach piece, and then I did something a little silly with it. I did a version as Britney Spears, and that was a really last minute fun thing to try.
How do you make sure you're prepared to play a new Bach piece in front of an audience for the first time after midnight?
Well, I left the show about
the first show.
The second show. I left about 45 minutes before my set and went to my car and practiced so I could like warm up and practice it some more. It was really fun. Yeah, cool. And I made everyone chant Bach, 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 Bach.
So just having a little bit of extra time to yourself to get your brain together and practice right before the set was helpful.
Definitely. Yeah, I would say there's like a limit to what that can do for a performance. If you haven't like practiced recently, that might not be enough. But if you feel like relatively prepared and you just want to warm up or touch up on a couple of things, it's really helpful.
Yeah. So it won't get the job done, but it will help you get rid of some of the psychological cooties, as we say all the time.
Ooh, psychological cooties, indeed.
Yeah, I heard you play it. I was there.
Yeah. Cool.
And what I was impressed with is you played it correctly. Because I don't think, usually solo guitar, like, because it was just Jessica up there. Usually that kind of thing. I mean, the first time you play a new piece that way, it usually goes pretty badly in my experience. But you really got it.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I was impressed that, like, even under the pressure of that moment, your hands went to the right place and everything worked out. We don't play a lot of Bach in this house.
We don't.
I just found out about him yesterday. Interesting guy, but you know what? He's dead. I was kind of surprised. It's like, damn, I just got into this new artist, and then you find out he's dead.
Yeah.
But luckily, as they say, he's still decomposing, so that's, or whatever. Hey, ma'ams, what's up? Welcome to Marino Mams saying yeah.
Do you want to say what you did at the Bach Marathon?
Yeah, at the Bach Marathon, I gave a speech about the history of Bach, and I chronicled not only the history of this musical Bach that everyone knows about, but the other Bachs as well, including Julia Roberts and Mozart and a large mayfly that kind of controls the way things go.
Stockbroker from the 80s Bach also.
Yeah, we cover a lot of ground in the speech, and it went well. Yeah. So thank you for this opportunity to fill everyone in. So let's get started. We've been practicing to drones a lot, like last week and this week. And so this week's drone, we're going to start with sliding arpeggios, which is something we did. We did sliding on one string last week. Trying to get that sustain happening, because if you are able to pick the guitar just once and just get pretty far without the tone dying, that means you're playing with good tone at the right part of the fretboard. You'll lose a lot more tone if you get to the wrong part of the fretboard. And what I'm referring to there is you want to be close to the next fret, right in the corner there where the fret and the space between the fret meet. If you're over here all the way on the left, hear how it kind of dies out? And that's a cool sound, actually.
I don't even know how you do it.
To make it die out? Yeah, right there. And that's a pretty cool sound. I could imagine that being like a nice, like prepared piano kind of sound. Like. Staying alive. Yeah, so that is the worst thing you can possibly do, is play that. But you'll lose a lot of the tone and the sustain if you're not ending up in that pocket and just kind of snapping into the pocket. And you want to make sure that you're doing that. And if you can sustain all the way up like that, that means you are doing it. Of course, you're going to lose your tone eventually. If you're playing on an acoustic guitar, it might only last a few notes. You might die out there, but it's just about getting it to sustain as long as you reasonably can as a way of working on tone. That's what we did last week, and this week we're going to take that a step further by using slide arpeggios. So we're going to slide our actual arpeggios, and this week we're in B Lydian.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, so it's going to be like... That's what we're going to try to get to happen.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this yesterday and realizing it's really helpful for me to actually think like 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 3, 5, 7. Like that is really helpful for like, where am I?
What happens if you don't think about that?
I start playing notes not in the scale. Start being like, I think it's roughly around here, and then I'm using my ear and like not just like
kind of fishing around.
I would say you could call it fishing.
Yeah, fishing around for notes is interesting. It seems like, okay, I'm playing with my ear, but really what it is you're guessing, and then your ear is telling you if you're wrong or right. But it's not like using your ear.
And it's too late.
Yeah, and it's too late. So yeah, if you ever find yourself fishing around for notes, see if you can slow down a second and think through things. For instance, if you're like, okay, I know at least what note I'm supposed to play, taking the time just to count up, even very slowly, to find that note, it's worth it to try to take a more like purposeful, slow approach to finding your notes, rather than being like, okay, we're going to go for it.
That's exactly what I sound like. Yeah.
And I mean, that's like the darkest, most horrifying thing I've
Hall
heard.
of mirrors sonically, honestly. Like,
yeah.
You're just like, I'm in a maze and there's no way out.
Wow, that is very Halloween right now.
Yeah.
And welcome to Jeffrey Ashton.
Hello.
Very cool musician. Very cool. Check out Jeffrey Ashton's transcriptions and guitar playing and stuff. Very cool. And welcome to Weston Kinghorn. Yep, it was horn, not corn. Welcome, everybody. Let's slide those arpeggios. Bing bong.
I have a question.
I'm here.
Should we just start with the scale on one string?
Yes.
And then go into arpeggios from there?
Yeah, good idea.
Cool.
This is an impossible groove to keep track of. It's 1, 10, 1,000.
Oh my god.
All right.
It's an exponential groove.
Yeah.
Wow.
1, 2. We'll do it like quarter notes. 2, ready, go.
Oh, is that the speed you meant? Or
Yeah.
did I go too fast?
I'm talking like quarter
Okay,
notes.
cool. Okay, it's like that. And then I was like, well, hold on.
1, 2, 3, go. Should we play the root twice at top?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Ready, go. Ah, yeah. All right, twice as fast. Wait, that would be da da. Okay, twice as fast. All right, cool. Ready, go. We'll do each time we get to the root. We'll do it twice. To make more sense. 1, 2, ready. You're my God. Good job. Okay, now let's try going da 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 da. 1, 2, arpeggio.
Nice. That's a good spot to end.
Yeah,
Okay.
right on that root.
And then, are we going down?
Sure.
Oh boy.
From the root
Okay.
here.
So we're gonna go 1, 6, 4, 7, 5,
Do something like that.
Could we maybe go twice as slow?
1, 1. Yes, from the bottom up. And now we're getting better at it. We are blessed on this day. Back to 1. 1 is very, very fun. 1 is very, very fun. Aw, yeah. Three, 1, 4, 2, 7, 1. Wanna try that like boo-da-dee?
Yeah.
1, 2, you're my God. Right, 1, 2, going down now, y'all. ready, and go. Let's do it from the top, or from the top. Yeah, from the up to the down. 1, 2, ready, and go. All right, so the real thing about practice that I think is important to say right now is once you get it right, that's when you repeat it over and over again.
Yeah.
So really, you shouldn't just practice till you get it right.
Oh, so classic, so human.
Yeah.
To just practice until you get it right once and then go, okay, I got it, move on. It's like, wow, doesn't help that much.
It doesn't help that much because you get it right once. That basically means you played it wrong a bunch of times and then played it right once. And so the muscle memory is going to be the wrong.
Definitely going to be questionable.
Yeah. Yeah, so Amelia Summers says, I really want to get lessons from Ben for Christmas, but I'm scared I'll be starstruck the whole time and learn nothing. Well, that would be me doing a very bad job if that happened, and I can assure you I do a very good job.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that if you want the lessons, even if you are at first a bit nervous. I will help you with that, and we will talk, and we will be normal. And it's chill. I'm very chill in the lessons, very relaxed and patient.
Supportive.
I'm supportive. I'm more supportive when people are watching than when I'm just alone by myself. Then I'm like, fuck, this is bad. No, very bad. But when I'm in front of other people, I'm like, good. Yes, that was very good. I like the way you played. Nice. In fact, I'll even tell you when there's something you could improve at. That was very close. Let's see if we can get it a little tighter this time. Let's just go a little slower.
Also, you could always record the lesson, right? And then you can have it and be like, I don't even remember what happened. I was starstruck the whole time. And then you look back and you're like, oh, cool. I learned a lot.
That's right. So go to benlevinmusicschool.com and get lessons with me before I die. Yeah. I'm not planning on dying soon, but, I will die eventually. Yeah. Right?
Pretty much.
Why do you say that? If you were really supportive of me, you would say, you will not die.
You will not die.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I won't die.
Oh, yeah. What would a Ben Levin lesson look like? Well, it would look a lot like this, except instead of my goals over here, it'd be your goals, and I'd be helping you reach those goals, whether they are related to guitar or songwriting or production or getting your album finished or giving you feedback on your songs, or helping you figure out what to do about the social media stuff, helping you make music videos for yourself, helping you find a balance between social media and playing live in your local scene, and trying to get a little bit of that tricky balance to strike between the computer you and the real life you, all that stuff. I'll help you with the visual art for your album. I will help you with anything you want.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool. So now let's do a little improv. We'll do a slide, arpeggios up, ba ba ba, fee fla flu, and when we get to the top, then you'll improvise, and then when you're done, we'll go back down, and then I'll improvise. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool. You are my God. I hope you live and I die. Here we go.
So I start the improv when we get to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, ready, go. Go for it. What'd you think?
I feel like I got a little frustrated with myself when I got lost in the triads or in the arpeggios. I was just like, dang it. But also, yeah, I would say I liked my playing best when I was singing with it, and when I was doing that last time when I was doing more like gestural stuff.
Yeah, that was nice. And using the open B string, that was good.
Thanks. Yeah, it was like, oh, like each time I feel like I got different footing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the purpose of this stream is not for Jessica and I to look like the best musicians in the world. It's actually to do the opposite. It's for us to work on the things that we are not necessarily fully cooked at.
Yeah.
And for me, like these arpeggios, I still get lost at the speed I want to play them at. And so, we were both fumbling and jumbling, and that means we're doing it right. Mm-hmm. So when we practice it, we can remember how we did on the stream and have a dream of doing it the next time a little better.
Yeah.
It's helpful for that. I would say with your soloing, it was getting better and better. And then also missing the arpeggios, it is pretty tricky not to until... I mean, it's hard to develop muscle memory around sliding the arpeggios compared to like something like this. Mm-hmm. That you can do without looking at your hands. It just kind of sits.
It's in one position.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this I couldn't possibly do without looking at my hands.
It'd be
and that's
very
part of
cool.
what's tricky.
Maybe that's like the ultimate level.
Yeah, I guess it's possible.
Yeah.
My suggestion for both of us is to try to build a relationship between each starting note of each arpeggio and the drone. So when we're thinking, here we go, da, da, that da is re, thinking of it as re.
Yeah.
Not necessarily as two, but like as like the sound of can help us like keep track of where to jump back to. Because I think that's part of what's tricky. I want to just answer a question from earlier from Jaya Vardana. Jaya Vardana asks, how exposed are you to Indian music? I would say I'm a fan who has learned a couple things about Indian music, and they've been super helpful to me in my music and in my practice. But I'm very, very far from being like qualified to teach Indian music. I'm just somebody who has learned some conical, some Solkatu stuff. And
what is that for people who don't know?
That's like thank you. It's like solfege for rhythm. Like instead of being like 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3, you'd be like taka takita, which has a percussive musical sound to it that's really nice. And instead of being like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, you can actually create a musical sound, takadimi takita takadimi takita takadimi takita, where the 4 from 1 2 3 4 is takadimi, and then those extra 3 to make the 7 are takita, so takadimi takita. And yeah, I've learned about that a bit. I mean, I did 2 semesters of it at Berklee College of Music, which is not that impressive actually, because it wasn't like studying it with an Indian Indian music expert. It was studying with somebody who studied it a good amount. But you know what I'm saying. He did a really good job making it applicable to our interests and our music. But I never like had an immersive experience or whatever. My point is just that when I'm using all this Indian technique for practice, it's so that I can get better, and because I really like it, but not because I can actually teach this stuff yet. I think it would be annoying if I was like thinking of myself as an Indian music teacher. I think that would be like kind of like me being like oh yes, I am a expert at bluegrass, when I haven't memorized a single bluegrass tune, and like so much of bluegrass is memorizing tunes.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's my long answer to that, and we're going to be doing some Saregama Padanisa pretty soon. I wanted to just mention, we'll probably skip over slide in 5 because I'm just going to mention it. But sliding in 5 is cool. Like, I was doing 7s actually. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. I changed that number to 7. This is a cool way to make those sliding arpeggios musical. Tagadimi tagada tagadimi tagada dimi tagada tagadimi tagada tagadimi tagada tagadimi tagada tagadimi tagada tagadimi tagada.
I feel like with this particular groove, it would be helpful to have more like subdivisions. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said you wanted to skip it, so yeah.
Dun 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 dun. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, it's a cool thing to do. Maybe we'll practice that some more for next week.
Cool.
Okay, now it's time to challenge Jessica. I wrote down. Okay, so Jessica is a good guitar player. She does a lot of accompanying her voice with her amazing songs and uses her guitar playing mostly in the context of supporting songwriting, being in bands. Very good rhythm, cool, lots of cool, great ideas. She writes great parts. She has limited experience soloing, though. And that is something that you've said you want to do.
Yes.
So I'm trying to help her with that, and that's part of what we were just doing, too. And so... this is to help her with that. I'm going to show her a cool arpeggio thing. But also, I want to just say hi to Bisho, who says, I hope you both are having a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Same.
And Adrienne Simpson says, hi, guys. I'm at work, but just wanted to pop in and say hello, and I appreciate you guys. Well, congrats on being employed, and great job, and I hope you have a good day, and thank you. Yeah, so, and hello to Butterscotch Bread. So this is something that I think will be helpful to you.
Cool.
Because it's different from other things I've seen your hands do.
Ooh, okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so it's called a 2-1-2-1-2-1 arpeggio because it's 2 notes, then 1 note, then 2 notes, then 1 note, then 2 notes, then 1 note.
Ooh.
And that's like a whole thing. There's like 2-1-2-1 arpeggios. 1 2 3. Or 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1. It's a nice way to organize the notes.
Yeah.
So this one is my favorite one.
Okay.
I learned this from Tim Miller. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be for a B major 7 sharp 11. That's the chord.
B Lydian.
Yep, staying in B Lydian today. Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. And we're gonna go 7-1, 7-1, or 7-1. I mean, then Pinky plays 5. Cool.
Is there a certain way you strum it, or is it all down?
Well, it's pick, hammer on, down. Yeah, it's all down. Then ring finger pinky going 7-1 on the next string. Yep. And then ring finger again doing 3. And then, yeah, let's do that so far. Yeah, do that a couple times. Welcome to John Eats Glue. I remember you. So glad to see y'all streaming again, John says. The COVID era streams was a light for me. It was for me as well, and I'm glad to be back. Finally got the mental capacity to stream again, and also found a cool way to do it and a reason to do it, which is to help people have something nice to do. There's lots of shitty things to do. Okay, so that was good. And then the next 2 strings are simple, but with all of it together, it can be hard to remember. It's sharp 11 5. index, middle, and then pinky on the 9, which is the 9th fret, but also the 9 of the chord. Yeah, so see if you can just do this part. D string. Yes, sir. That's right. Welcome to 5 Up, 5 Up. Sup, sup. Thank you for sending me the good vibes. I hope you have a wonderful musical day full of creativity and joy. And thank you for the love. We wish you lots of love and joy and light in your life. Nice.
We do it real slow, the whole thing, so it's gonna be.
Thanks, Pablo. Thank you to Weird Like Me as well. Pablo Crespo is a very cool musician, by the way, who's also a really funny stand-up comic. Oh yeah. Welcome to Stealth Mouse TV and Grunt Offrey and Ruan. Let's try going back down. Yeah, you keep that going. I'm going to do little textures. No worries, take your time. No need to say oops, it's okay. This is all B Lydian vibes. We are in standard tuning. start using those notes as like your improv notes?
Well, I kind of want to go a little fast. I kind of want to go a little faster.
Okay.
So.
Or you
Maybe
could do
two.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, now try improvising using those notes. Yes, that's a good way to practice. Is you slowly take on the new thing, the new information,
Yeah.
and try to get it past the point where you have to think about every single note and get it into your fingers to some extent.
Yeah.
And then start to do a slow improvisation where you use the structure in different ways. And that's just getting started. But
Yeah.
you're playing it and you're using it right away instead of it just being some shape that you'll
Right.
go and like, okay, I played it once and then why?
Yeah.
You know? So I'm hoping that what will happen is you'll be like, I liked that enough to then like want to do it more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And like I feel myself going, ooh, I want to go fast. I want to learn how to go fast with that and learn that. How would you recommend in general how to go from like a very like walking kind of tempo to something fast? How do you do that?
Well, you want to remember the that playing it correctly over and over and over again is how you build good muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, how do I take something that is slow and make it fast? And that is going to require coordination and strength. Coordination comes from building accurate muscle memory. So in order to be well coordinated, you're going to want to have a metronome or a drum machine kind of thing, so that when you're playing it correctly over and over again, you're also playing it at this consistent tempo over and over again. The reason the tempo matters is because the speed at which your fingers go to the notes, if it's a little different every time, the muscle memory won't be as strong.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's the same every time, it will get stronger. And so you actually build better muscle memory faster when you play to a metronome or a drum beat and you're playing in time. That is coordination. But then your coordination starts to fall apart at slower and faster speeds.
Yeah.
So you must speed up slightly.
Yeah.
And once you're comfortable at a certain speed, then you go 5 BPM faster, 5 BPM faster. But eventually you hit a strength wall. So we've done coordination, but eventually your hands, it's just like hard to move that fast.
It's like the lactic acid or something in your hands, like a runner gets. Like
yeah, that's what happens if you run for a very long time.
Okay.
But if you can't even run at a certain speed at all,
Yeah.
then it's not even lactic acid. It's just like strength.
Strength. Yeah.
And so, so it's really at that point, you say, okay, so this tempo I'm at now, let's say it's like 120. 120 is a technical wall for this particular thing I'm working on. And so if you're at 120 and it's starting to feel difficult, what's important to do is slow down to about 100 or so, and build up back again up to 120, focusing on coordination, making sure that your muscle memory isn't sloppier, you're not straining more, that the muscle memory is actually holding together. And if it is, and then you get to 120 and it's still physically difficult, then what you want to do is practice at like 110, but focus on endurance. And so now it's like, okay, I'm all coordinated, but you're playing it at a slightly fast but still manageable tempo for a very long time. That's like running for a long distance. And then the lactic acid shows up. And I don't know a lot about lactic acid, but I know it helps you build the muscle bigger. And so then what happens is, from this endurance training of just over and over and over and over and over many repeats, you get the strength now to do 120.
What's like a long time? What would you like? Is that like 3 minutes, or is that like 40 minutes or longer?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's like more like 30 minutes than it is like 3 minutes. But I would say like it's important not to do the wrong amount of time. You have to listen to your body and be like, does this feel uncomfortable? But if I take something as an example, like let's just say like I want to do it with a metronome, so I can do that, or I'll do it here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I had like a cool loop and stuff.
Oh, that's really nice.
I was gonna play with later, but it's okay. I'll do this. So let's say the thing I'm working on is like. That's an alternate picking challenge. The first thing to coordinate it would be to make sure you're getting all the picks right. And you would want to do that at a very slow tempo. And as you build it up, you want to listen to stuff like this, like if, hold on, like, you notice how my hand got a little more hooked? My right hand got a little hooked. And I started using my arm straight. Compare that to earlier. Oops. I don't know what tempo.
It was up before.
Yeah, but it's like. There's no arm motion here. It's all wrist, and all the notes are at the same dynamics. That means it's within my strength threshold. So what I want to do, that's 107. Let's see if we can like touch the end of that. Let's see where the end of that is. I think that's around 120, because that's where we're at now, and I'm struggling a little more to keep it in my wrist. I want more arm. See how now over time my arm starts getting more and more used?
Yeah, I see that.
That is a very good tempo for me to do endurance training around. So that's 120. If I go back to 110 and do that for half an hour, notice my arm is getting more involved.
Oh yeah.
So break, 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 break. Break, 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 break. This is a good tempo for me to do like that for like 30 minutes, where I give myself breaks. Maybe I take even like a 10-minute break at one point, just to make sure. But it's, 10 minutes is probably too long, but like just making sure I'm not like getting injured. Very important.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you start using your arm more and you notice that, do you want to stop right then before you start changing to your arm muscles, or do you want to go a little bit in that range and then stop?
Well, that's a really good question. So when you're using the arm muscles, you're on the edge of switching between muscle groups, where you go from I'm able to use this muscle group for a very long time. Like there's two muscle groups. There's the ones you use to run a mile, and there's the ones you use to sprint. The sprinting ones, they can go really fast, but not for very long. And the long ones, we'll call them long twitch muscles and short twitch muscles. The short twitch muscles, you can go really fast for limited time. Long twitch, you can go for a very long time, but not as fast. When my technique had to switch from the wrist to the arm, I was starting to get to the tempo where using my wrist, I could only sprint with that set of muscles. I couldn't do the whole mile with them. And so if you are practicing endurance, you want to be at a speed where you can mostly do it with the running a mile muscle set, but eventually it gets you to that sprint point. And yeah, you do actually, it's a subtle thing, but you do let it push for a little bit so you can like build up that sprinting strength. And it is actually worthwhile to go way over your head and do little bursts. So like 120 was my threshold. Let's go to like 130 and do little bursts. Like that's worthwhile doing too. So it's to summarize, there's three main phases really. The first phase is getting your coordination really good, getting your muscle memory really good, and then pushing the tempo with that in mind, trying to just make sure you're staying coordinated as the tempo goes up. Then it's time to work on strength, first by working on endurance and finding a tempo where you're doing the right technique, but it's just on the edge of not being able to be the right technique because it's on the edge of being too tense, and staying there for a long time for endurance. Then finally doing little bursts. And I'll let you think about that while I let him go pee. Talking about my dog.
I'm reading Daniel Porter's message. I'm trying to compose little pieces for my piano students. How do I quit overthinking and just freaking get them done?
Good question.
I feel like layered about this question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I have follow-up questions like, are these for students to learn and play, and you write it based like for each student, like you don't reuse things you write and you just are individualizing lessons and compositions for each student? Because that to me right off the bat seems like a lot of work, and I would be overwhelmed with doing that myself. I'd be like, that's a lot of work. Let me just teach you something that already exists and learn it really quick in front of you and then teach it to you slowly. Like that's a lot more my speed. So part of me is like, another follow-up question is, are you just being such a great teacher that you're like, I'm using this as an artistic opportunity to show you both that I, compose and that process and write something for your specific skills and abilities, and like just kind of like pretty much like way achieving as a teacher, or is this coming from somewhere else? So yeah. And then what do you think of that question?
Well, so you're saying maybe they don't have to do it. So
yeah,
but like I think they should be able to do what they want.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. So like I think maybe you don't have to try so hard, but I think it's great that you want to try so hard, and I would like to help you achieve that goal of you want to compose little pieces for your piano students. Why would we?
Yeah, I guess my the thought behind what I said is like that. I guess it's just you can be a great teacher without doing that.
Sure. Yeah. But I think like if someone wants to do that,
yeah,
it's not too crazy to do. I think the thing that's really important is like if you've got, let's say, 5 piano students and you have to write 5 little pieces, that might seem like a whirlwind of information. Like you have each student and you have each piece and you have all this stuff floating around in your head. But if the prompt was instead to write one little piece for one student, maybe it wouldn't be as overwhelming and maybe it wouldn't be as tempting to procrastinate. So what I would suggest is to just focus on writing the one piece for one student first, and really have a specific student in mind for the piece. Like I wouldn't think about making your pieces super generally useful to all students. I would just focus on one student, be like, what piece will be useful for them? Because then it's just easier to wrap your head around it. Mm-hmm. And I would also say, like, what is really needed from a piece for it to be educationally useful? Because my inclination is probably like the shorter the piece, the better for a student. Like if you can get them to learn all the different techniques and lessons you want them to learn from the piece, but have the piece be 8 measures long, then that's better than spending weeks and weeks on a 32-bar piece where they learned everything they needed to know in the first 8.
Yes, that's such good advice.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just honing in on a specific thing, and then like you could also reuse them. Like for a student learning this specific skill, here's the little piece I wrote, and for that specific skill, here's another little piece I wrote.
Yeah, like maybe being really specific about what skill each piece is supposed to help with.
Yeah.
But this overthinking and procrastination and not getting things done kind of struggle is just a consistent universal artistic struggle, because no one really forces us to make our art generally, and so we're very used to being forced to do other things, and then from that it becomes hard to prioritize our own ideas and our own creativity because they just feel like less important, because why is no one forcing us in this way?
Totally. And other things like folding the laundry, doing the dishes, going to the DMV, all these things like end up having a deadline or having like a higher priority just to be in society. And it's really important sometimes when you look at all the things you have to do to be like, I know this isn't like high priority, like on fire, but would be really helpful if I made it that today, you know?
Yeah. Because maybe there is a really high priority on fire thing for you to generally like believe your art is a higher priority, because like that. I think if we were to look at our like self-image, the idea of ourselves, it's pretty important for part of it to be like, I think it's pretty important for part of your self-image to be like, I am creative. Like that should be, I think, in everyone's mind somewhere, because it's true. We're all very creative. And then it's very important for you then to have the belief, like, being creative, my creativity and being creative is important. Like, not only am I creative, but it's important to be creative, because that's one of those things where it's like, regardless of what's happening in your life, or regardless of what's challenging, it's very hard to take away creativity from someone. It's very hard to take away, let's say you're at the most stressful dinner of your life and there's a paper napkin and you have a pen. It's hard to take away that like freedom you have to just doodle for a second there and just be like, all right, I'm going to just like, while they're talking about politics or whatever, I'm going to draw a little dog. It's hard to take that away from someone, and it's one of, I think, our best resources for answering the question of like, what the hell's the point of this?
Yeah.
So yeah, the procrastinating on art, it runs deep, and it's important to give yourself, like, not beat yourself up too much, but also to take it seriously, and it's important for you to do the things that you want to do. That matters.
That's true. Yeah.
I want to say hi to Keith Kim. I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope you've been doing well. Thanks for coming on in. It's been probably 13 years since I seen you. I hope you're doing really well. Jimothy says, excellent advice. Sending love from Top Carolina. Great to catch the lesson live. Well, welcome, Jimothy. Thank you. Karma Stick says, someone clip this. I'm glad. The implication is that it was useful.
Yay.
Thank you. And here's Daniel back to follow up. There are definitely plenty of method books I could teach from, but they all start with C major, which I disagree with. Also, I'm a creatively blocked composer, so I thought I could kill two birds with one stone. Oh, I'm really interested in why you disagree with starting at C major.
Totally.
That's interesting.
I also like that inclination of just like, let me use this as an excuse to like get my creative juices flowing. And I also think that's a really cool thing for your students to see you do, is keep composing, even like I said, when you don't have to, when you just want to, because I think students could all use more examples of adults being creative and doing things for fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Well, bless your souls. Yeah, Keith Kim saying, yeah, man, great to see you with so many subscribers. I'm still staying at the 1,000 area. Haha. Yeah, well, good job getting 1,000 subscribers. I have another channel called Sweetie Cutie Universe that it's got like 220 subscribers, and it's cool like how it feels to have a channel that's got 175,000 subscribers and then start a new channel, and to realize like how true it is that it's all relative. Like when my Sweetie Cutie Universe channel gets like 500 views on a video, I'm like, oh shit, that one went off. But then like when my normal channel gets like 6,000 views, I'm like, didn't do that well. And it's just like kind of depressing. So we can always, look at our number, look at someone else's number, but it all feels about the same. The thing that would make a real difference is if they were pouring more money on my mouth. But there's like not even a silver dollar in the back of my throat. Whenever I'm coughing, it just comes out wet. But I'm just going to hope, and I'm going to pray that someday they start dumping the money on me. Go to benlevinmusicschool.com to sign up for lessons with me. Check out our courses.
Yay.
What were you saying?
Let me see if I remember. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also the YouTube, like the back end side of YouTube when you're posting, and it tells you your analytics of all of your videos, the top 10 thing, and like gives you like a red arrow or a green arrow. That definitely has some like deep psychological
repercussions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to be in any scenario where your work is objectified, and comparison is the thief of joy. Classic.
Oh yeah.
Creativity is a virtue. Yes, it is. All right. So now, thank you for being here. By the way, we're gonna move on to singing time. Jessica has a special lesson for us today for singing. Uh-oh, what did I do?
We went to the other camera.
That was funny.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Ah!
This camera's terrible.
That's not me without my makeup on.
Put it back.
Not me without my makeup. Oh. 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 No. No. Oh. No. Oh, no. Yes. Ah, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back to us. Jessica has a cool lesson. If we look at the thing on the top of the screen, maybe can't. Here it is. Wow! It's time for singing long tones with Jessica Teach.
Yay! All right. So I got this idea from like horn or woodwind players that a lot of times they'll warm up with really long tones, and it's like a really well-known thing. You got to warm up with the long tones. And I had, besides like Meredith Monk, who's like this really like New York, very creative vocal instructor and experimenter person, I haven't seen too much of this be attributed to vocal practice. And I found it really helpful to start when you're singing with long tones. So we got to see this band, the Goat Rodeo Sessions, perform many years ago, and it was so incredible. And they performed this song. It's called No One But You. And this amazing vocalist, Aoife O'Donovan, performs with Chris Thiele, and they do these really cool harmonies. And these notes are so long. They're at a slow tempo, and they just keep going. These notes are so long. And I was like trying that while I was just like, I like this song. Let me listen to it a bunch. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even sing for this long. Like, I worked on it, and now I can. But a key part of it is to sing pretty soft. And that's definitely what they're doing. Cool. I'm glad Weird Like Me knows this album. This group of artists. It's like Yo-Yo Ma, Edgar Meyer, Stuart Duncan, Chris Thiele, and then this song features Aoife O'Donovan. It's very Thanksgiving-y. Like, it's very late fall vibe, I would say. I'm going to put my guitar down, and then we could do that.
Cool. And I'm going to make a backing track for it, because it's in 6/4. Okay, I'll get it right real quick. Actually, it starts out with like an A minor. Okay. Is this too fast?
Yes. And I think there's one more chord at the end. Is that 4?
That's 3 chords. But
Yeah.
I think yesterday we found it was 3 chords. Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay.
But it might be twice as long. All right, so what was the tempo again? It was like...
It's like...
80, I think.
Is your love.
Okay, I'm going to get the drums going so we get the right tempo. Bless your souls.
There is one more chord I think that's important. Dang.
It's like, I think it's like, is your love?
Yeah.
Then we go again.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah,
That's
that'll
what we're
work.
going to do.
All right, so let's write these words out so people can see them. So the first line is, where is your love? And the word where is just for so long. And then the second line is, who are you not above? And the who is so long. And yeah, it can help to stand up to sing this. And also, like, something to experiment with too is, like, put your fingers in front of your mouth to feel like the flow of air coming out of your mouth, and just try your best to keep it even throughout. And one other tip I have is, I got this from my friend Josh, who also teaches vocal lessons and stuff, and it's to just so you you use your arm as like your lung span. So it's like, this is the beginning of the breath, this is the end of the breath, and it can be really helpful to just kind of visually be like, this is how much air I have left, I'm halfway there, now here's the rest. So just like using your arm as like an extension of, I can last the whole time. So we could try that out.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. Yeah, I'll count it.
6.
Should I count to 4?
Uh,
This is the kind of decision that is like the really important kind of stuff.
Let's do 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, ready, go.
Is your love? Don't last the whole
That's
time.
okay.
Yeah.
That's why we're learning. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, let's start again.
Okay. So one thing too is right then I realized I took a breath from kind of like the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of room up there.
Also,
So-
it constricts you.
Yeah.
When you go like this and your shoulders go up, it actually lowers the amount of space.
Yeah. So like when you gasp and your shoulders go up, that's like even though you're like, I'm taking a big breath, it's smaller than if you take a breath that goes all the way down to your belly and fills up your belly and your diaphragm, a very cool named muscle. Okay. So yeah, it might be helpful to put one hand like over your belly and just kind of like while right before we start, filling up your belly, your diaphragm with some nice air to last this long note.
Also, I think when you're inhaling for a long note, you might be tempted to go for a long time and inhale for a long time, but it's actually a quick inhale, and it makes your tummy go out. Okay.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Is your love?
There's a breath after where and who.
1, 2, where's your love?
Wait, I wasn't ready.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Where is your love?
Nice. Cool. All right. So do it again.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play.
That'd be
All
cool. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Where is your love? It's quite difficult. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, I will still play, but I'll play one more chord so we know.
Thank you.
I'll be like.
Da, da. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Cool.
1, 2, ready, go. Where is your love? Are you not above?
Yeah.
Who are you not above?
Mhm.
I'm getting that, I think, intonation weird. Who are you not above?
Yeah, and like the tone is just like, who are you not above?
Who are you not above?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here, we'll do it again. 1, 2, ready.
Oh.
Where?
Sorry, I was like, what?
From the
You
top.
stopped counting?
Sorry, I just need to
like
breathe.
TV. Okay,
Oh
all
my
good.
God.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
good.
be like TV.
Okay.
1, 2. Who are you not above?
Yeah, I find that later on in those long notes, it's hard to stay in tune.
Yeah.
And doing the arm thing can help that. But also, something I like to do a lot is sing with recordings and then sometimes even record myself singing with recordings to hear intonation and tone and get like a real clear view of where I'm at and what I'm trying to do, and get that feedback from like, oh, I felt like I was singing really in tune and really clean riffs, but really I was sliding all over the place. And, it just kind of helps you hone in on what you actually sound like, but also it's kind of intense. So like, it can be a very stark moment.
Well, that's why we're here. I haven't practiced this very much. And that's Jessica's done it a good amount. I haven't done it a good amount, and I feel the learning happening. If you're making mistakes, that means you're learning. It's just, there's ways to make mistakes over and over again and not get better, but mostly it's hard to do that. Well, it depends. But in this case, we're guiding you. So if you just do it, just doing it at all is good. Yeah, the long tone is half the challenge, but the other half of the challenge is landing the "Are you not above?" or "Is your love?" and having those notes still sound like something in tune and nice.
Totally. Yeah. And definitely don't be hard on yourself if you're like, this notes, I have to take 3 breaths.
That's why we're here, baby.
Yeah,
I think I'm playing it fast too.
I think you are too.
It's
just
slow.
a little bit. So yeah, I want to also say that if you are interested in this kind of thing, finding a song that you know well or that you like, that has long notes is really helpful to practice with all the time. And it can be like your long tone warm up song, and like take that shape of like, okay, I'm going to start warming up my voice with this specific song. Maybe it's like, I feel like kind of like croonery, like Frank Sinatra, that has like a ballad kind of song. What was that sound?
He's looking for stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Jessica has like a whole playlist of songs that help her with different aspects of singing.
I do.
And she has them in an order that helps her actually warm up into it as well.
Mm-hmm. They get harder and harder, and get like, it's like long tones, and then like belting, and then like belting plus riffs, and then like really difficult hard stuff is kind of the order of events. And I've been doing it since 2017.
Yep, and lots of learning has happened.
Yeah,
I've heard you get better and better and better all the time.
Thanks.
We'll try it with the click this time. 1, 2. Our dog's name is Hineni. He's a really good guy. Hi, Hineni. He's here right now with us. He's a blessed soul. He's really the only good guy in the world. Let's try. You're the only good thing in the world. Good job.
And also, if your breath is not lasting the whole time, try singing quieter. Try that out. Try also in a different octave. If this octave is not great for you, try.
One thing that helps me sing the note longer is finding the right balance of air pressure, because if you're pushing too hard, then you run out of air. If you're doing not enough, it feels like then you also run out of air. It's kind of weird. But think about a balloon. You fill it up with air and you go, it all comes out. If you just like open it up and push too much. But also, if you do the thing where you go, you want to find the exact right, like just enough that the pressure is such that it goes for the longest time, and that's kind of what you're a balloon.
You're like, what is a precise most annoying way to release the air from this balloon for the longest time?
Think of yourself as somebody whose mission with music is to cause annoyance.
Yes.
So if I go if I were to go where, I'd run out of air faster than where, because it's like, well, it's not really like either of those things I just did. It's actually the opposite of that. But it's like the hand thing. It's just like this steady stream of air that's shooting through. And also, you're gonna get better at this even if you don't make it all the way. You're going to get better at this. This is endurance. This is strength. This is stuff that, it comes together. The more you sing, the stronger your lungs get, the stronger your voice gets.
Oh, yeah. I also, fun thing I do sometimes is I sing while I ride my bike.
That's crazy.
While I'm like out of breath. And I feel like that's helping me with my lung capacity.
Yes. That's so cool.
It's pretty cool.
Glad for you. Glad everybody is cool.
All right. Do you want to do it one more time?
That's a good idea, though. Sing on your bike. And you're building up your lungs while you're singing, too.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, here we go. All right. 2, ready? Where is your love?
Yes.
That's it. So maybe we should do it like in a loop for a bit so people can sing along and people can practice. And
I like that.
let's talk more.
Okay.
More cock. All
Okay.
right.
Wow.
Yeah. 1, 2, ready. Where is your love? Ooh, are you not above? Where is your love? Ooh, are you not above? Where is your love? Ooh, are you not above? Where is your love? Ooh, are you not above? Where is your love? Ooh, are you not above? Okay.
With who were you hearing like a harmonic above?
I wasn't in enough.
Sometimes like, especially when you're singing with other people in the same room, like in your head you can hear these like crazy
The overtones.
harmonics. Yeah, overtones. Yes.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
that's fun. I think that I like doing the long tones with the Indian like syllables and drone as a warm up a little more. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
there's less comparison happening in my head when I do it that way
Sure.
because there's not like a Chris Thiele's voice to compare myself to.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a really interesting thing, right? Comparing versus aspiring.
Mm-hmm.
They're so similar, but like the big difference is one is saying I'm not enough and the other one is saying, well, what can I learn from trying to do this?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you hear that so much, right? When you see a great artist that you love, you go like, oh, I should just give up because they're so good. Which is a really actually wild reaction from seeing something exciting. And it only comes because they're comparing. So looking at that same thing and going, wow, they're so good. What can I get from this? I think is just a really important question, a slight turn that can make your experience of learning a lot more positive and just you can absorb a lot more, I think.
Yeah, so okay, I'm thinking
frame it that way.
So I'm thinking when Chris Thiele sings the lower part, I like the fact that the blend is so good.
It's so good.
And that's kind of what intimidates me, and I notice you are often mentioning like that my blend could be better, and it's something that I've always struggled with because my voice, it's very attenuated to this frequency, which is the mids, the around all human voices are attenuated around 1 to 3K, but like my voice is particularly cutting. Like if you are ever messing around with instruments in a DAW and one of them sounds like this, it will be perceived as the loudest.
Yeah.
Even if it's quiet.
Yeah.
And there are these people who have this rounder tone quite naturally. And so then when they get bright, it's really not that bright. It's actually still really good. And it's hard for me physically to blend. It takes more work, I think, for me to blend than like our friend Chris Baum, for instance. His voice is rounder. Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking of, examples in my life. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just like, where has to become like, where is your love? Who are you not above? Whereas my voice normally goes to who, not who. Big frequency difference there.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And I feel like that, like brightening and darkening your tone in general is a really cool thing to mess around with. Like it reminds me a lot of like format shift where you're just like, and it just like if you try the same thing, let's say, where is your love, right? It's so different than where, which is much darker. And yeah, I like it all. I feel like when we sing the sa re ga ma, it's like especially up higher, like the octave up, sa and mi are pretty bright. Let's just get into it. Yeah.
Like, sa.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Sa
ni sa.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I feel like if it was modern, like alt folk version, I'd be like Sunny, Sunny, or even like Sunny, like
a little more
kind of thing. I don't want to make
fun
of it,
tummy.
but yeah.
Oh my god!
But I like that it's bright, and I like experimenting on that spectrum in general. It's really fun.
Yeah, that was a good demonstration of the format shift. Can you do that again?
Yeah, like. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna.
That really sounds like shifting format.
If y'all if you ever mess with format shift, that's one of my favorite tricks. All y'all who've seen us stream a lot know I love format shift. You know it. I love it.
Format shift. Thank you. I want to thank Format Shift for
this
existing.
This one goes out to Format Shift.
Yeah. So now we're going to do singing in Lydian and using the syllables sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. So I'm gonna make that big so everybody can see. Oh yeah. Think.
I wish I was just like a little shorter. And then you could put it like between our heads.
Yeah.
Like if I'm
like
down,
a sign.
Like down here, you could put it right between our heads.
Oh, I see. Like
yeah.
Like
That's funny.
Uh-oh.
But I'm tall. I'm so tall.
And bald. Oh, what? All right. All right. So Lydian. This week it's Lydian. 4 beats.
Yeah.
1, 2, I'm your dad. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, ga, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, re, ga. You want to do it again?
Yeah.
2. Ready. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa.
Nice. Yep.
Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. Fast. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. When I do this, like sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. Fast. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa.
Cool.
So
Also,
fun.
I remember something that was helpful from the workshop together.
We did an Indian music workshop.
Yeah, that's where we started working on this stuff.
Yeah.
And one thing that was helpful, especially in the beginning, was then also sometimes switching to just ah, and like especially for faster and faster, because it's also different when you're on one vowel and like hitting different notes quickly than it is when you have definition at the beginning of
True.
each one. And I think it's really helpful to go back and forth between those two things.
Let's do a couple ahs.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
do the 2 beats.
I think that's it. No, I like that's yeah. Mhm.
1. 1, 2, ready. Wanna do ooh?
Sure.
I do ooh to ah as we go up.
Yeah.
2. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry, got my para ni sa, and then the like la re ga, and then solos.
I was also thinking of trying the multiple like
Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Again. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Wanna try triplets? Sa re one.
Well, maybe let's do just 3 for each.
Okay. 2, ready. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa.
Cool.
4,
Yeah.
1, 2, ready. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni ra pa ma ga re sa. Okay, we'll do it. Maybe we'll do triplets. Sa re ga ma pa da ni da ni da pa ma ga re sa.
That feels too hard for me.
me
Yeah.
too. I don't have a talam here. This is just rando. We are just using this as a learning tool, but we're not like official North Indian musicians. We don't know.
It's just a loop I made.
Yeah, it's just a loop I made. We're just having fun. Like the sargam syllables, I think, are the absolute best like type of solfege or whatever out there. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is pretty good, but I don't like ending on an O and starting on an O. Do, do. It's like a closed vowel. I like starting and ending on sa a lot. So, yeah.
We were also saying how ni is so much more pretty than ti, which has like such a heart. Like same with
T.
it's ti. It's like gotta stop before it starts.
Yeah.
T instead of ni, which like goes right into the
and the
vowel.
slide's nice. Ni sa sa ni ai. I think that's really beautiful. And one thing I like about like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do solfege is that you can change it for the mode. Do, re, mi, fi, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do. Like that kind of thing is helpful for learning theory. But I really like sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa for, actually for ear training too.
Mm-hmm.
I just like it. So we're doing Lydian, and now we're going to do sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. And then we're going to improvise. We're going to try to use the sargam syllables while we improvise, which is good because it's all about us learning.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get better. We're not trying to show off.
Yeah.
All right. You want to solo? You want to solo first? I want to solo first. Whatever.
Yeah, but
Rock,
you do
paper,
it first.
scissors. Scissor. All right, I'll go first. Here we go. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re. Faster. Sa, re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa sa re ga ma pa da ni sa re ni ga re ni ga re ga ma ga re ni sa re ga ma ga re ga ma ga ni ga ma ga ni ga ma ni sa ga ma ni da pa ma pa sa ga ma re ni da pa da sa ni sa ni sa da sa ni pa da sa ni da pa da sa ni pa da ma ni sa ni da ni pa da da pa ma ga re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa ni sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma pa da ni sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma pa da ni Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. It was good.
That
was good time.
I love doing that.
Yep.
Okay, time for Jessica to take a guitar solo, Ben to take a guitar solo. We got to do guitar solos. That'll be the last thing we do.
Okay.
We're trying to get Jessica doing lots of high-pressure guitar soloing.
I'm going to be sweating on my forearms a lot. Let's just say that.
Let's get those arm pissed. All right. So, we'll solo in B Lydian. Makes sense. I'm going to make a nice loop for you. All right. Actually, we'll solo. It'll be the same notes as B Lydian, but actually it'll be in E flat minor. Wait, yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. hope you had a nice time. I'm gonna be putting out a bunch of new Sweetie Cuties on Sweetie Cutie Universe. I'm putting out all the old ones first. So you'll see here we have a lot of old ones are already posted. My Sweetie Cuties. We're posting them all here. And then there will be 15 new ones. 15 new ones that are all one big epic story in the Sweetie Cutie universe. We have, Jessica and I have a podcast called Mole Music. It's a wonderful podcast where we talk about our lives and our struggles and joys and great love and happiness and beauty in the process of making music. I have on my main channel, I'm going to be releasing, we're just going to be doing these streams really actually on the main channel. We'll have these streams each week. We'll have a stream. The next stream is on Saturday, the 10th, or no, whatever, the 9th. It's on Saturday, this next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. If you had fun doing this, it's going to be us again. We're probably going to do something a little different, maybe something to do with writing songs and more talking to you, but we're going to do another kind of learning music-oriented stream. I'm putting out shorts just to let people know that I teach so that I can get students, so, whatever. But if you want to take lessons with me, go on over to benlevinmusicschool.com. I have lessons and some courses. The lessons here cover guitar, songwriting, production, social media art, lyric writing, music theory, whatever you want. And I've got my calendar here. You can sign up anytime you'd like. And also, we have a lot of nice courses. I'm writing a new one right now. But the courses we've got are Getting Songs Done to help you start, develop, and finish your songs. We have Making Music for Yourself. And we got Blender for Musicians and Guitrongus, a new way to play guitar. These are my courses. Jessica's in one of them and does great stuff. And check out.
Actually, in two of them, but I helped write one of them.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's big time in the other one that I forgot. Go on over to justicecow.com. Aw, beautiful. Check out what Jessica's got going on. Her album My Dad Died is so fantastic. She teaches lessons, fantastic songwriting lessons. She's got a calendar here as well. And she's got shows coming up and visual art and videos, and there's so much to love about Justice Cow, as you know. So we're very happy to be here with you today. With the red rectangle of mystery. It's a good time to be alive. It's the only time we have, so it has to be good. We have to make it good. And thank you so much for being here, everybody. It's really nice to be able to do this for you.
Yeah.
Great job there, Jessica.
Thank you.
Beautiful. All right, everybody. We'll see you on Saturday at 11 Eastern time. And I hope that you have fun with music and have a creative week. Make sure you have a plan for how you're going to be good to yourself this week and how you're going to let yourself be creative even with all the worries in the world that you might imagine. Let's have a time for creativity every day, just to have something nice to do. And always remember, you are a creative, wonderful, shining light, and there's nobody quite like you. And in the world of art, that actually matters. It actually matters that you're unique.
It's true.
It might not matter that much when you're being used as a cog in some great machine, but when you're making art or you're expressing your love by reflecting the wonders of the world through your art, you really matter. Your individuality matters, and we love you very much for who you are. Have a great day and a great week, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.